Now, using the circle of fifths, depending upon what is noted here, we know what key we're in. In this example, we're in the key of C sharp major because there are 7 sharps here. Okay, there's 8 notes, but C is repeating. It's going to an octave. From C to C is 1 octave. But these 7 notes here are all sharp, and then going back to C sharp 1 octave higher. So the key signature is always in this position, and it's actually on the notes that tell us which notes are sharp or flat. This is an extreme example. Okay. Now if we change this key signature to another key, let's do C major. In C major there are no sharps and flats. When we go back to our circle and fifth, we'll see that. Okay. So you just have to memorize the scales and what the key signatures are. As soon as you see the key signature, it'll tell you what scale we're in. Let's try another example. How about F major? Now, F major is interesting because F is not flat, but inside the F major scale, B is flat. Here is the flat telling us that B is flat. And over here, this is our B line, but we don't have to have a B note here to know that it's also flat. The B can be anywhere in the octave, in any octave. So this is F, G, A, B. Here's our B, and it's flat. Okay, and we don't note the key, the flats on here. We note it here. Okay, so let's play it. Okay, now this is part of the natural sound. All the scales, when you play that, should sound like this. There's a different starting point, but they're all have that same tonic sound. If we were to, let's say, sharp this B, F, G, A, B, it wouldn't be part of the F major scale. Okay, it's almost like modulating, or it's really not part of the major scale, and you can see the difference. Okay, it's almost like we have 2 repeating notes now. And if we made it a natural, meaning we lowered it, it still wouldn't sound like it's part of the scale. Okay. It's only that when B is flat, because it's part of the F major scale, that it sounds tonic. And this is throughout all the scales. Let's take a look at one more key signature. Let's take a look at D major. Okay, D major has 2 sharps, F and C, and they're noted on the line, on the space here C, and on the line here F. Okay, so if we pick out our F and C, that would be over here. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, so this is sharp. Okay, D, E, A, D, E, F. Okay, so this is sharp and this is sharp. Okay, but if we were to make it a natural, it wouldn't sound like it's part of the key. It's only when it's sharp, okay, that it sounds part of the key. Okay, so the indication to what scale you're in is by the key signature. And depending upon how many sharps and flats are shown here, that's how we know what key we're in. So you can always go back to your circle of fifths. If you go to recordinghomeaudio.com, you can print up a PDF of the circle of fifths for free, and you could just memorize it. You can go back to when you have a key signature, you can look it up, and then you could just commit it to memory. So just to review, our key signature is always here, whether it's sharps or flats, and that tells us which notes are sharp or flat in that scale, and also tells us what scale we're in. Since we have 2 sharps here, we know we're in D major. Okay, let's look at one more scale, which is the natural, C major. Okay, this is the only scale, major scale, that has no sharps and flats. And if you see no key signature here, we know we're in C sharp major. Okay, starting point doesn't always have to be C, but if we don't see any sharps or flats here, we know we're in the key of C major, where nothing is sharp and nothing is flat. remember, it has that same tonic sound. If it doesn't have the tonic sound, then either it's modulating or there's a mistake. So that's how you know what scale you're in, and by the key signature, and you can look it up using the circle of fifths.